YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. And today's video, as you can see from the title, is another wig review Wednesday. And today's wig is brought to me by the lovely people at Friday Night Hair. It's also sponsored by the lovely people at Friday Night Hair. Today's unit, you can't see it, of course, it's in this packaging, but you guys know I always like to hold up their packaging to show you how sleek it is. Like, it comes in this little package, 2-day priority. So let me just cover up my address. 2-day. Today's unit is the GLS 217 unit. It's in the color 1B. If you guys aren't familiar with my channel, lately I've been loving trying some 1Bs, so I hope today's 1B unit is no different. If you guys aren't familiar with the new line that Friday Night Hair has come out with, if you're used to the old line of Friday Night Hair used to be hard lace, but now they've put out about 10 or 12 units now that have soft lace and that have more expansive parting spaces, which was one of my gripes with them in the past, was the fact that their hard lace was going to annoy some people and the parting space was good. It was really good, but could be better. Now today's unit I actually wanted because it reminded me of like crochet hair. It had that kind of feel of, if you guys have watched my channel, my most recent crochet hair, which was the bohemian braid, I was like, this gives me crochet hair vibes. And I'm sure whenever I put this unit on, so many of my subscribers out there are gonna think, hey, is that crochet hair? And I'm like, nah, this is just a Friday Night Hair unit. All Friday Night Hair units come kind of the same. Now they started doing the strap thing that's kind of new to me, but they didn't have this strap. I think this is so cool and so interesting for people who need that kind of extra security, but they also have the straps in the back so you can adjust it to your head size. They also have a comb in the back, of course, so that you can kind of make sure it's secure in the back, and it also has combs in the front. So the combs in the front are kind of spaced out like this, and this is the parting space that, again, they have expanded. It used to be maybe about, what, I'd say 2 inches. Now it's about 4 inches of parting space. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this on the tightest that it can go because I do have a smaller head size. Now this unit is like most Friday Night Hair units, where it is a cost of $49.99. They do have premium synthetic hair, so it's not a blend, but they do call it premium synthetic fibers. To me, it does have a different feel. Like I said, I just had the free twist bohemian braid in, where that felt like synthetic hair. It was good hair, don't get me wrong, but it did definitely feel like synthetic hair. This definitely does have a different kind of texture to it. It's not hard, it's not crunchy. Let me just throw it on too so I can kind of see how it looks. I do have it on the tightest that it can go, and it feels extra tight. Yeah, I might have to actually loosen this up a little bit because it definitely feels a little tight on my head. But overall, this is what it looks like. It looks just like my crochet hair. I'm trying to debate on what wig I'm going to wear next week, because next week is a wig week for me. If you guys don't know how my channel operates, I do crochet hair for a certain number of weeks, then I take a break. I do a wig or a protective style for a week, and this week I'm doing a wig. But let me go ahead and cut this lace off and then determine how I'm going to kind of wear this unit, because again, it's giving me vibes of what I just took out, and then I'll be right back with kind of my thoughts on this unit. So now I am back after playing around with this unit, and by playing around with it, I mean I went in that bathroom and I had to do some work. Let me get up in camera first to show you kind of how it looks. Let me turn around so you can kind of see how it looks all throughout. Online, this wig says it is about 16 to 18 inches. I'm really only saying about 16 inches. 18 inches to me would be kind of right here. I'm 5'2½", and on me, 18 inches usually hits me here. So for it to hit me right here, kind of feels like almost 16, closer maybe 14, maybe if you stretch it out, maybe that's what they're counting to get that 18 inches of length. But for me, again, doesn't feel like a 18-inch unit. Now back to the playing around with this unit. Now I've been gone for 45 minutes. To you guys out there, it feels like a quick second. It feels like I was just here. I was not. I was in that bathroom trying to go ahead and figure out how to finagle this wig, and I had to cut the edges of this wig. You're gonna have to cut yourself some edges. Now I was in that bathroom watching both Bonita Rebel and Lovely Brianna. I'll leave both their videos up above of them manipulating this unit and kind of getting it right, and what they both had to do was cut them edges. And I've never really had to do that for a unit. I've done it before, but I don't really like cutting edges. That's one thing I don't. I love beginner friendly units. That's why I come on here with a wig cap on, put the wig on to show you how easy it is to go from package to head. This is not an easy to go from package to head unit. I would say in the levels of wig wearing. There's beginner, there's intermediate, there's expert. I think this is an expert level wig, and I'm somebody who still teeter-totters between that intermediate expert phase. And for me, I don't like having to cut edges, and you're gonna have to just make this hairline look realistic. When I was in that bathroom mirror, I was looking, as soon as I turned this camera off and went in that bathroom, and I was looking, I was like, this unit looks very much so wiggy. This looks like a very wiggy unit. Almost looks like it would be a perfect half wig, but that's not what I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for a good full kind of cap wig. I had to put some concealer foundation down to kind of give myself kind of a part. It's not a deep part, just a little nick of a part. Let me get up in camera so you guys can kind of see this hairline as it stands. I've of course pulled out some of the hair so it didn't look like this a minute ago, but you're gonna have to play around with this unit. It will not look good if you don't pull out any edges. You're gonna have to do something to kind of play around, or maybe you can do like a comb over situation and you won't really be able to see that hairline. But if you want that hairline to kind of shine through, definitely gonna have to work on this unit. Now in terms of another con with this unit, it sheds. It definitely sheds. Like I'm pulling out hair right now, and I've been pulling out hair for the last 45 minutes. Now in terms of the density of it, online it says it's light in the front, medium throughout. Definitely say it is kind of medium throughout. I wouldn't say it's light in the front. I think it's very medium density in the front, which is kind of the issue with it too. It's kind of a little bit too full in the front. I wish it had a gradient effect of getting thicker in the back, but I don't really see any difference between the density up here and the density right here in the front area. The thing I will say about this unit is, whereas the free tress bohemian braid hair, which is a synthetic crochet hair, was very shiny, this isn't too shiny. Like it doesn't scream synthetic like that hair screams the first day that you put it in. I definitely think it definitely has maybe a synthetic vibe to it, but it definitely feels less crunchy than a lot of the synthetic hairs. But you guys be the judge down below. Let me know. Sound off. Is this a Lia Lavon recommend? I would say I would recommend this wig for somebody who is kind of an intermediate to expert wig wearer. So this isn't their first rodeo with the wig. I would recommend this to somebody who wants kind of a curlier pattern, somebody who also likes crochet hair, because this definitely gives me a vibe of crochet hair, but doesn't want to go through the hassle of having to crochet some hair in. So definitely say, if you're a beginner though, maybe stay away. This ain't the unit for you. This ain't the unit for somebody out here who's looking for a grab and go wig. But again, like I said, sound off in those comments. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Even if you didn't like it, we want all the love and support over here. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89, and make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss any of my good content out here. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.